What's up? What's up, gamers? We're back to doing normal things at normal times, which I think is very beneficial for us in general. Thank God for that. No more of this nonsense, no more of these weird, wacky events, no more ice hockey games that have to be played. It is all nice and normal and relaxing and regular, and there is no problems here, thank God for that. But more with the weird things are happening. It seems to be that weird things are consistently happening. Consistently, it feels like weird things are constantly happening in my life. And I think another weird thing has been happening because I've been kind of brought into this weird world of things. The things that I'm referring to in this particular instance are Ish State. Ish State has been very weird. It's because, you know, the popularity of Ish's State video, it's 2.5 I'm referring to, has been having far-reaching consequences, I think. Consequences that I didn't really expect to happen the way that they did. And I think I'm going to talk a little bit about that because I think it's an interesting kind of like look at the way that this whole shit has developed. Because as I jump into my ice boat racing server, I'll download all my mods soon so I can actually like ice boat race good. But one thing that's been happening, let me actually get some fucking music going so I'm not talking in silence. Oh my god, you're so loud.
Sometimes I imagine what I'd write to...
Fuck off. Dude, okay. I need to download a new ad blocker on Edge because Edge has the worst ad blocks. It is awful, brother. Okay, yeah, so what I wanted to talk about was... State. And kind of this whole, like, Minecraft Civ event ecosystem that has kind of taken shape, taken hold ever since Ish dropped his video. Because I think when I joined into like Minecraft Civ events, it was off of an Ish video, as most people have. I think Ish is kind of I've said this before, but I think like the ultimate arbiter of these things is ultimately Ish. Ish is the ultimate creator, arbiter, being of Civ events, right? He is the end-all be-all of all Civ events. Everything kind of revolves around him in some ways. And so what happened for a while is that I think that event used to be like a niche sub-community of niche sub-communities where kind of everything was very self-contained, right? You were only relevant in terms of other people who also played in Civ events, right? You were not like... There wasn't like outside influences on like what made you a person or a character, right? You were influential because of what you did inside Civ events. You are only influential to a certain group of people that also played in those Civ events that you played in, right? Sponsored videos? I don't know about that. I think sponsored videos, I think there's a much bigger financial incentive there. I think sponsored videos were gonna happen either way, all right? YouTubers didn't start doing it, you know? I think that was always gonna happen, okay? People want to make money. But ultimately, what's been happening recently is that ever since that new Ish video came out, it has gained kind of like this level of cult popularity that has become like shocking in a way. Where I didn't really realize like, okay, it's popular now, but it's like popular like crazy. Where I'm looking right now, you can find Shpood. I've talked about Shpood on this stream. Shpood's been on this stream. We can talk about Shpood. He is currently live and he has about 300 viewers. I'm not kidding. That is the rough estimate of viewers. Probably a little bit closer to 250, but 250 to 300 viewers concurrently right now. And I can be part of that. I could hop onto that stream right now if I want. I could end my stream. I could jump onto Shpood's stream because he has an open Discord call. I could go hang out with Shpood right fucking now. And I could leech off that if I wanted to. I could really do everything I want to with that, or like at least try. And it's like, man, that's fucking crazy. that now this kind of niche micro culture of civ events has become not mainstream. I don't want to call it mainstream, but like more mainstream in a way where now you as a player inside of a civ event is more of a, it feels more like irrelevant, right? Mainstream? Then no, of course not. But it's just like it's become more mainstream, right? I guess mainstream would not be the word to use. More relevant in general, right? These things are important now, or I guess more important than they used to be, right? Because I think it's because there is this level of outside influencers or outside observers to this whole thing, right? That's the big thing that's kind of changing the kind of complexion of this thing. It is not just that you are relevant because of everybody else who also does the same thing that you do. There is a whole group of people that don't do this thing, but still actively watch the people who do this thing, right? Like, I get a little bit of it on my timeline because I get sometimes I get added, sometimes just stuff like throwing it towards me or like the Twitter algorithm, but people are like actively following State 2.7 right now. Like, as it's happening, people are actively following it and posting clips and postings. It's like, it's fucking crazy. There's an active community around, like, not even the video itself, just the event taking place, the live event. There's an active, like, it has become like this financial incentive. Like, I used to stream civ events and that shit used to tank my fucking viewership, bro. I would stream civ events, that shit was cooked. When I streamed 2.7, my viewership was cooked. It was not good. When I streamed 2.5, I should say. When I streamed 2.5, my viewership was cooked for like that entire time. Now, if I'd gotten to 2.7, my viewership would probably be much less cooked. I'd probably gain viewers. That's crazy. That is insane for me to think. I don't know. I just wanted to kind of state that. That is crazy to me how this has all happened. Also, I think that it's weird because the reason I'm kind of aware of this whole like subculture is because basically Spood invited me. He wanted to do a 2.5 video watch along with like a bunch of relevant characters from West Helm, and he said, sheep coming out. And I said, okay. I don't know why I was invited. I'm not a fucking relevant character in West Helm. My guy, I have nothing to add to this discussion, all right? I have so little to add to this discussion. I was like not involved in like anything major. I was not like in charge of like the building or the farming or anything. I was not involved with anything. I followed you around for the entire civ event. That was my job. You stop being a modest little pussy. I will be a modest little pussy. I didn't do shit. I don't know why he's got me there. I will say there was, dude, the amount of people that have like started streaming after this has become like, man, dude, people are like, I think the one thing that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way about that whole stream, because like look, what ended up happening is that the 2.5 watch along was a fucking disaster. Spood's stream kept crashing there. He's probably going to redo it later at some point, but I don't know what's going to happen about that. He's probably still going to want me there, right? And I think that the one thing that was kind of like really rubbing me the wrong way is the amount of like shameless self-promotion. Shameless self-promotion and like, I don't know, plugs for money, bro. Thomas X Flux Liao, you know, Sassy loves him. Yeah, the dude, there was like a level of like shit baiting that it was like, oh brother, like I get it, y'all are like, I don't know. It feels like every time you start doing this shit baiting stuff, like I like my mind just goes back to the very old like offline TV days. I don't know if you guys were around for those days. That was like a very like 2020 pandemic level like OTV days when like they were shit baiting and like romance baiting super hard. And it's like that for me is like, it's just a level of cringe to me. That's like, oh man. We ain't old like you, sorry. Dude, I don't know. It's just the fucking shit baiting stuff is like, oh, I hate that. Like I'm fine if you want to like ship people with other people. I don't give a fuck. But like, don't like as the person who is being shipped, don't fucking like, don't play into it. Don't do that. That's weird to me. I understand why you do it, but it still just rubs me like very like kind of like it just feels like you're not. I don't know why it rubs me the wrong way. I think is the interesting part. It's not because like I feel weird about it. It's like I get it. Like you're gonna do what you do. You're gonna say what you say. It's like whatever, right? People are going to take characters that they have in their head and make them do things with each other because that's what fucking people do, right? This is like a normal human reaction. I think what rubs me the wrong way about it is that it just feels very disingenuous, I guess, which is not. I don't know why that's a problem to me, but it is. Same thing with like the shameless self promo. I think there was a lot of that, just people like shilling their own shit. People streaming this 2.5 watch along that were in the call trying to like fucking get viewers off of this or like get money off of it. The money, the fucking donation baiting, the gift subs, the bit debating, like that all to me is just like, it felt very like, ooh, this feels like gross in some kind of way. And I don't know why. I didn't, by the way. I literally, like, there are so many points where I probably could have, like, shouted out my own channel. I never did it because I'm like, I hated that shit. By the way, I practice what I preach in that sense. I kind of rail against, like, the shameless self-promo, and I practice what I preach. So, don't fucking question me on that. But I guess I'm still, like, I wish I had thought about this longer because this only recently came to mind. Or this only recently happened, so I really haven't had time to really think about it in any kind of like deeper, detailed way. It's just like something about it, just like there's some aspects to it that throws me off. I don't think it's the fact that people are getting popular off of being in an ish video or like stuff like that. I don't like. I think that's fine, and I'm genuinely like I think I'm happy for the most part. I think the fact that people are being able to kind of get this fame and then use that for some kind of financial gain, I think that's sick, right? I think that is. That's an overall like beneficial thing. Oh, I'm top 100. Very nice. I just wonder
what my family does and has done for a really long time. My mom and my grandmother.
there's just certain aspects that I hate. It's just like I think, man, maybe it's just the money that's throwing a wrench in things for me. It's just like, well, the moment that the money gets involved, it's like now there's like a financial incentive to be in a certain way, to be a certain way, to act a certain way. Now it feels like these civ events that were once like very like, I don't know, like maintaining purity of something seems so cringe to me. That some like for me specifically to worry about the purity of a thing or the art form, right? I'm a firm believer that once like the art leaves you, you're not in control of that anymore. But it's like it feels like now being in a civ event is now a financial like it could be a financial determinant, right? Being popular in a civ event, being a leader in a civ event, that could be a damn, that's just a card you can bounce off. That's crazy. I'll post every highlight, every possible comment. That's fine. I don't care. The secondary reason I didn't fucking shill myself is because I don't think I am built for like the same people who like kind of watch this civ event stuff or like follow the community in any kind of like deep way are not the kind of people that I think are gonna jive with my style of content very well. I am not the fucking guy for that. I am the weirdest combination of like somebody who participates in things but hates their participation in that thing. I'm like, it is the ultimate self-hate. I'm the ultimate self-hating theater kid, right? I love doing theater stuff and like acting and movies and stuff like that, but I hate it because I think it's cringe, and I think that there's a lot of cringe that comes with the territory. So I am both, right? And so I think that becomes this very like, oh, that's a sick wall bounce I could hit. But yeah, basically that is what this has become. It is I'm the ultimate self-hating theater kid. But yeah, I think it's interesting. Like I could go watch Spood right now. I think he's doing marbles on stream last time I checked. If I wanted to fucking hang out, I could go do that if I wanted to. But honestly, streams are not very interesting to me. They're not very fun. They're very, for me, those streams are very like I was in one like for like half an hour, and I'm like, I hated it because I felt so trapped in that fucking Discord call, bro. It was like there was nothing interesting happening. We were playing fucking marbles on stream, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? right? I'm just existing in this Discord call. There's nothing interesting happening. We're not talking about anything or having like anything like a meaningfully interesting discussion or something. We're not playing a game or anything like that. We're just playing marbles on stream, which to me is like the most boring shit of all fucking time, bro. I'm sitting here watching people play marbles, bro. I want them like, oh, brother. So I just at some point like my new strategy for Discord calls, by the way, you guys can steal this if you want. My new strategy for Discord calls is I just rip and leave. I don't say anything. I don't care anymore. I just disconnect from the call. Just hard rip it. I don't care. that has become like the new norm. If Sheep just leaves the fucking call, it's not because he hates you. It's because he's bored. So using that to my advantage. Good to remember. Yeah, I just, well, like when I'm in a 1v1 call, it's like different. I can just say to people like, yo, I gotta head out. But like when I'm in a giant, like when I'm in like a group call with like 13 different people, like what am I supposed to do? Stop the entire thing to say, gotta go, guys? No, fuck it. I'm just gonna go. I'll leave. Thanks. I'm gone, buddy. Catch you later. Didn't you already do this? Yeah, I've done this for a while now. I do the same. Yeah, just like rip it and grip it. Just go. Yeah, so basically, it's weird that now is the time that I become unemployed also, by the way. Now is the time when like all of this stuff is like kicking off. Now I have like more and more time to do like this kind of like weird funky shit if I want to, right? Now is the time that I become unemployed. It's really funny how that works. So yeah, that's what's happening. You know what's another bad part of being unemployed is that I have way more time to like listen to shit and consume shit. Like when I'm just like searching through the fucking Indeed forums or whatever. The Indeed job listings, just scrolling down looking for anything that looks semi-interesting or like not like a piece of shit marketing job, which is what half of all entry-level jobs are, piece of shit marketing jobs. I just listen to stuff. I'll listen to music. I'll mostly listen to like podcasts, stuff, people talking, right? I have been on Flee the Facility. Don't talk about that. That's like a shameful thing. It's like me, like whenever I do like my 15-minute break or something, I'll just load up a game of Flee the Facility. That's just me being lazy, all right? It's just like I need a break, and so I just load up Flee the Facility for a little bit, and I'll just keep the game loaded, right? I'll just keep the game loaded. It actually fills me with shame to do it. I need to hide like my fucking Roblox activity. I can't let you guys see me. It's like me. It is literally like I feel like the same way. It's like you guys are catching me watching porn or something. It feels the same kind of like shame. It's like I'm fucking some dirty scum playing fucking Roblox when I should be like doing some work or something. I am a fucking disgusting gremlin creature, dude. It's really funny. It's not that bad. It's whatever, but still, you know, the fact still remains. Sabrina Carpenter did say this, Miraz. You know, I was actually thinking of... Okay, so I was going to talk about this a little bit more. Charlie Kirk stuff. This is going to tie into the whole Sheep03 listening to stuff more. The Sheep03 listening to stuff more means I have a lot more time to consume, like, I think politics-related content. And I think the bad thing about Sheep03 specifically, indulging in politics-specific content, is that I ultimately end up coming back to the same old. And unfortunately for me, the same old happens to be fucking Destiny. And Destiny is a problem, okay? Destiny is a fucking problem. Because the problem is nobody does it like Destiny does. But the problem is nobody does it like Destiny does. And also Destiny is fucking insane, okay? Insane in a good way, but also insane in a very, very, like, optically bad way. I think there's, like, a very interesting, like, discussion to be had about like optics and stuff. But like basically, so Destiny is this like super like I don't want to say super far left, but general far left like content creator. Some of you know him, some of you don't. It's whatever, right? So the thing is like I think that Destiny has a pretty good take. Like my take has always been is that Destiny tends to have the best kind of like all around take on most issues. The problem is that his rhetoric is actually fucked because he has spent his entire fucking adult existence, not his entire, but like a large portion of his life, like talking to absolute insane motherfuckers on the internet, and that has shaped his rhetoric in such a way that it is not like palatable to the average person, right? He is not geared towards the Destiny is not geared towards the average person because his rhetoric is so fucking insane. The problem is like his takes are actually pretty good. I think that like I think I brought up this question like when I was first talking about the Charlie Kirk stuff. It was how do you have empathy for someone who doesn't have empathy for you, right? And I think like the simple answer to that, which I didn't really like think about at the time, was just don't have empathy for them, right? It is kind of like the like you cannot build a society of tolerance when you have intolerant people in them. You cannot be tolerant of intolerant people if you are to build a tolerant society, right? Like the ultimate paradox, right? So you have to like expel intolerant people somehow. And I think this is the same thing. I think the same thing is like shown towards like empathy, or like I think the idea of turning down the temperature, right? Check DMs. I will. Let me finish my point here. But what I was trying to say basically is that if we are trying to like stop violence in politics, if we are trying to slow down on violence in politics, you have to look towards, you know, the people who I believe are kind of raising the temperature and causing a lot of the violence to turn down that violence. It cannot be a one-sided thing. I think for a long time, leftists have been trying to turn down the temperature in politics, stop the violence, you know, make everybody chill the fuck out. And the Republicans are not. And so as long as you have Donald Trump, who will continually not tell people to chill the fuck out, and as long as you have mainstream Republicans not telling people to chill the fuck out, then, you know, the left shouldn't either. Why should you, be in charge of like, you know, making people chill the fuck out when like the other people are not responsible to that, right? So it's just like, yeah, I think that is like the ultimate solution for something like that. It's just saying like, hey, I'm not gonna say, you know, I'm not gonna say stop being violent until I see, you know, Donald Trump and Republican lawmakers say stop being violent. I think that's like I think that's where you should be at. It is this tit for tat strategy, right? If you're gonna do some fucked up shit, we're gonna do some fucked up shit, and we're gonna do that. And so until you stop doing the fucked up shit, we're not gonna stop doing the fucked up shit, right? Both sides should be fighting on equal playing fields on in that sense. I think the other thing. Sorry, I was going to continue that point. The reason why Destiny is insane is because I think that this point that he makes is like very good. It's a very cognizant, very good point. This is good. This is smart. The problem is that when he turns around and says we need to make conservative speakers fear for their lives during speaking events so that they will convince Donald Trump to turn down the temperature, is like, okay, holy fucking shit. All right, dog. Like, I get what you're saying. Right? Like, you know, like we gotta like make people fucking really want to turn down this temperature. Like we have to make people afraid of violence so that they will tell people to stop being violent. That's what needs to happen, right? But the way you can say it and the way that it comes across is just not like, it is just not good. It is not good rhetorically. It makes you look like, it makes you look awful. And I think that is ultimately like I think there's a very good way of saying this and a very like hostile, aggressive way of saying this. And Destiny consistently chooses the most aggressive, hostile path ever. It doesn't mean that his takes are bad. It just means that his way of presenting the takes is not very palatable to average normal Joes. And I think it makes him lose a lot of the time that he should be winning, right? Hold on, I'm kind of in a fucking run right now. So if I can keep this going. So yeah, basically, I'm worried that I'm consuming propaganda, and I will become propagandized, and it will slowly transform into like a disaster zone. Who knows? Maybe I'll spend all this time reading up on Israel Palestine, so I'll have an actual take, and then I won't share it on the internet, because if I do and I have the wrong take, people will fucking call me a murderer. So it is so interesting. So many different ways for people to find things to hate to hate about me. Sheep combining my 3 interests. Yeah. So yeah, I am because of my unemployment, I am consuming larger amounts of propaganda, so it's a weird like combination of things. I'll go between like playing Roblox to listening to propaganda to applying for jobs. It's kind of like a circle. And also you know, you add some jacking off in the mix and it's like, you know, that's a fucking complete day for the old sheepster, you know? I also work out though. I work out, don't worry. I haven't stopped working out. But it really is a hell of a day. Look at that run. Top 100, by the way. Let's go. This map's really fun, by the way, the Mega Speedway. Sheepster should learn. I'm gonna download all the mods. Now that I don't have to play blocky hockey anymore, I'm gonna download all the mods, dude. It'll be crazy. Okay, here's the theory. Kirk's death is faked. Doctored video. Here is the proof. This is... This is insane. No more JB. Yes, no more JBHL. The season is over. The blocky hockey arc is officially over, ladies and gentlemen. That depends. Some people told me that they wanted me on their fucking WJC team, but I think I'm not gonna like show practice or games for that. I'll do that in my free time if I end up doing that. Or just stream games and do nothing else. So basically, blocky hockey is dead. You know what's back? It is. Yeah, it's one of the. How do you think people came up with the idea that the Earth is flat, Senator Charles? Okay, how do you think that happened? Right? How do you think that happened? The theory, by the way, that I'm looking at is that the video showing Charlie Kirk's death is doctored. Because the ring changed fingers. The ring on his finger changed from finger to finger. That is the theory. You us groypers believe this shit? Well, okay, I don't know. Okay, by the way, I don't know who the fuck said that it's like Charlie Kirk's fucking murderer was a fucking like a groyper dude. I don't know how true that is, okay? Cause I actually like spent a little bit of time looking this up, bro. There is actually no confirmed information on this shit. Nobody knows who nobody knows who the fuck like this shooter guy supports. I looked through multiple different like major news outlets. They all said different shit. All we know is that he was radicalized by some online group. That is all I fucking know. I have not found any concrete evidence he was one thing or another. Jenny, both people. Yes, people are making shit up. People are just like this is all like it is all just people making shit up. There's no confirmed like the fucking like nothing has come out on like his political fucking affiliations. Okay, I don't know shit. All right, so somebody was just saying that shit in chat, and I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'll believe it. So I am part of the problem. Pointing towards left because bullet engravings. That is. I don't know. The bullet engravings like the fucking. You'd be surprised about the amount of furries that, you know, lean very, very hard right wing, okay? It's more than you'd think. There is a non-zero community full of, like, Nazi furries. Like there is enough Nazi furries for there to be a dedicated community to furries who are Nazis, okay? So, he was a Helldivers player? Nobody's saying, well, fuck if I know. Exactly. I don't know. Nobody knows. Like, I've heard people say he's a fucking groyper to people saying he was fucking, you know, eating out Kamala underneath the fucking table or something. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ, bro. Can we make a goddamn decision here? Can you just come out with the information about his fucking political affiliation so people can, like, be mad at each other in some different way? By the way, I should turn off my name tags mod. Yeah, hold on. pseudo intellect. No, yeah. I don't know if the group Groypers really blew up. That's just kind of like the natural, I think. I think they're only relevant because of Charlie Kirk getting murdered. If Charlie Kirk didn't get murdered, nobody would be talking about Groypers. What are the goddamn... Oh yeah, notice his bulge. Oh, what's this? Hey, fascist, catch. If you... Dude, the Bella Ciao thing, that reads so left to me. Because Bella Ciao, that's like the, that's the fucking... What's it called? And then, hey, fascist, catch. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I tend to lean towards he's probably some like crazy lefty dude, but either way, he was crazy either way. The only problem is that, unfortunately, engraving your bullets with that stuff is kind of objectively hilarious. I think that's the big problem. Is that, unfortunately, it is funny. So, if you're reading this, you are gay. That's unfortunately funny. In the context of, like, I just shot somebody with a fucking bullet that read this. That is that's tragically funny. And so, it's not a good thing, but it is what it is. See the chunks ahead of you. I'll do it so I can fucking do the F1 maps or whatever. This map is fucking dog piss, by the way, but I'm gonna play it anyway. It's like the worst kind of techie map ever. Yeah, so we'll see what happens around there-ish. Economy is still fucked, but I think that's kind of just... We can't escape that. I think the economy is going to continue to be fucked. A certain amount of leftists you get before you stop making the hot... I guess that's true, right? That is true. What was I thinking about lefty-wise? Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a decent amount of lefties that still use like the R word, right? Bloxcast under fire? What did Bloxcast do? I think I was thinking about like trans people. Oh yeah. Destiny, bro, he's been outcasted? What? Hold on. I gotta look at Bloxcast now. What did Bloxcast do? Hold on. He hasn't showed up on my fucking For You page in a hot minute. What's happening with the boy Blocks? Sheep Palestine? No. Shut up. But no, like I said before, I think Destiny, like I talked about Destiny like very early in the stream, but yeah, like Destiny like genuinely has like pretty good reads on most political situations. The only problem is that he's also like the worst rhetorically of like anybody ever. Like Destiny has become so brain broken by like debating the stupidest motherfuckers on God's green earth that his rhetoric is actually so mega cooked. It's actually awful. It's like dog, the point you're making is good, but the way you make it is awful. The fuck ass text convo for the FBI discovered is the fakest shit ever. Maybe, I don't know. It's possible. For me, like getting like I didn't really get into the weeds of like this stuff. I don't know. I think for me, like the more interesting ramifications is what's happening to like the general political culture more than like the specifics of like the murder. Right? It's kind of the same thing with like the Luigi Mangione stuff. Right? It's like, you know, what's interesting about the situation is not like the details of the murder. It's pretty cut and dry. The interesting part is thinking about like how this affects the culture. Most Islamophobic. No, it's the problem with Destiny. I actually don't watch anything on his Israel-Palestine stuff. So his Israel-Palestine takes could be like fucking dead awful or something, and I have no idea. Right? I have no like I said, I do not really engage with Israel-Palestine like content. I don't do it. Okay, like the problem with Destiny is that like he'll say something based. It wasn't even about Palestine. I don't even know. Okay, like I said, I don't really fucking like I don't roll with this man like that. I just think that his takes are interesting. Like he'll say something based like leftists should not like, you know, try to turn down the temperature in this country until the Republicans do the same, right? That's basically his entire read of the situation. Is like, I'm not gonna say like shit about like turning down the temperature or like stop doing violent stuff until the Republicans do it, right? I think that's like that's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to say. I think that is like kind of the objectively correct way to like take this situation. Like you cannot be the one to be bitched out over this situation. You can't do it, right? The problem is that he turns that around and saying conservative speakers should be afraid at events. They should be afraid of getting murdered so that their lawmakers will turn down the temperature. I'm like, yo, slow down, right? It's like, okay, chill the fuck out, dog. Like, just saying the first part was good enough. Why did you have to add the fact that people should be afraid of fucking death? It's like, I get the point you're trying to make, but still, like, the way you say it is so fucking awful. I know, they're having a field day with it, and I get it. It's like, it's so fucking stupid because we are literally comparing the president of the United States to some idiot who's banned from Twitch. It's like there's like it's crazy that we are comparing these two people together, right? It's like we are putting up Destiny and fucking Donald Trump as like our two, like, you know, these are the two big figures on the left and the right respectively. You know, these are the two big ones. It's like, what the fuck are we talking about? But still, you know, the rhetoric is crazy. Why is there a lever? Is there a door here? Oh. That's disappointing. Yeah, so basically Destiny, he's a hell of a character. Unfortunately, I think smart to flick the lever. What's wrong with fucking flicking the lever, dog? Let me flick a damn lever. I saw a lever, I wanted to flick it. He would have been in the books? Yeah, 100%. He's just unfortunately like smart, and like the problem is that he's just like he's smart and he's well read. He's more well read than like anybody in this chat. Probably all of us in this chat combined. He is more well read on any of the issues he covers than all of us. Right? That's the fucking problem. Is that he just knows everything because he's for all of his flaws, it seems that he does genuinely care about this shit. So could fuck ass lover. Well, I could always reload the map, right? This is not like a permanent thing. This isn't like, you know, like a Civ event. I'm an ice boat racing civilization. If I die forever. I'm like, what? No, this is not ice boat racing civilization, bro. There's not like a fucking gravel trap underneath me or something. All right, I'm okay, boss. The more I play this map, the more I realize it's actually genuinely kind of ass. They don't just reload. I don't know how this fucking server works. Also, it's not my problem. What's nice about the flicking the lever is that if it fucks up something, it's not my problem. That's the best part. Redstone being disabled. Believe it or not, you know, that will help for sure. That will help. There's a couple things I talked about wanting to do on stream. I want to get better at building. I want to get better at fighting. And I want to get my sub 3. So the Red Ball arc is back, ladies and gentlemen. Very shortly. I think after this weekend. I'll do this weekend. I'll do like probably like some like a Roblox stream and then like a do whatever the fuck stream. And then I'll hop back on Crystal PvP arc. Never in my fucking life. Okay. No. I'm okay. Mace PvP. I just don't want to engage with like. I just want to do PvP, but I don't want to like engage with the community. Cause I watched the Marlowe video a goddamn year too late about how awful the PvP community is, and now I'm like, you know what? If there wasn't any more of a reason for me to not try to engage with this community, you know, now even better. Cass would be so fucking funny. Yeah. Sometimes I forget that like I had a viewer that was that is currently like a top 100 PvPer in the world, according to MC Tiers. Like, that's just crazy to me that I had a viewer that just casually like that, and I didn't know for the longest time. Yeah, Lil Bizzo. They're still up there, by the way. I checked MC Tiers, like, very recently. Yeah, Lil Bizzo. One of the top I think, yeah, the 60th, like, ranked PvPer or something in the world. Yeah, I know. It's very weird, the weird connections that I have, basically. Because I've been doing this for so long, like I just have these very like strange connections. I wonder how long it's gonna be until like I consider Spoo to be like one of the weird connections that I have. Yeah, and Creddy being basically like the undisputed best like Red Ball 4 Chapter 1 or whatever world record holder. Like he had the best world record ever, never will be beaten type shit. It's like, that's crazy. Like, I just have like these like so many people in my chat end up doing this really cool shit, and I'm just like, and they'll just come back like later. It's like, hey Sheep, I did a really cool thing. I wanted to tell you, and I'm like, that's sick. Dog shit ice boat race. Yeah, pretty much. Basically, Sky, I need you to become the best ice boat racer in the world. All right, that's what I need from you. Yeah, do you understand me? I need you to become the GOAT. So I have like more like, you know, like I have more things to add to my, you know, to my list of cool people I know. All right. That does happen. I don't know. I think you just have to wait until you realize that like university is actually easy as fuck. Maybe that's just me as a social science student saying things. That could be very much the, you know, the I took a social science class, it's actually not that hard for me type shit. That's speaking, but I could probably ask how easy university is for my brother, who's doing like chemical engineering or something. Like, I wonder how hard your life is compared to mine. Yeah, I think, you know, once you start getting into like a little bit more like, you know, the problem with like social sciences is that there's just a lot of stupid people in them. Like, I think that like the political science kind of like overlaps with like business in an uncomfortable way, where like there's some really smart business people, but there's also some really dumb motherfuckers, and you know that like the dumbest people you've ever met are gonna end up becoming like the executives at a fucking company, because they're really good at like making friends and talking to people, because it's like, it's the social sciences, right? Being social is kind of like the main component. These people are really good at socializing, so it means that like going to frat parties and getting fucking bum wasted is called job experience, and I'm not kidding. All right, so it is a it's, yeah, paying to have, it's not even paying to have friends. It's just that I was thinking about this actually, because I still kind of follow like Ludwig. If you don't know, Ludwig, the old streamer, I follow him mostly because he has the podcast, and his Yard podcast I find to be very entertaining to watch. And that's the only really way I follow him. I had the kind of like a revelation of like listening to the Yard. It's like if like in another life, Ludwig would be the executive of like a Fortune 500 company, and he would be the stupidest motherfucker ever. And that kind of like led me to realize like, oh, so this is why corporate America is so dumb. Is because you have these highly charismatic people, like these very heavily charismatic people who are dumb as fucking bricks. Right? And those are the people that are running your companies. Those are the people. It's very rare that you find a combination of somebody who is highly charismatic and also not a bonehead at the same time, right? And so so basically me. I'm not gonna say all that. I'm not gonna say all that, MJ. You ain't being no executive at no Fortune 500 company. Imagine MJ does become an executive at a Fortune 500 company. Comes back to me fucking 5 years later. I'm working like $30 an hour. And he's like, yeah, man, I make like $500,000 a year. Plus stocks. Imagine how crazy that would be, like in his free time, like some fucking like multi-millionaire just watches some shitty fucking 10 viewer streamer. Yeah, I'll still be at 10 viewers 5 years later. Sheepo3 is still averaging like 10 on a good day. On a good day, he's like, man, 10. It's a good time. Prob J-Dog. J-Dog is crazy. But J-Dog is an interesting kind of creature all around. Everything I know about J-Dog makes me want to learn more about J-Dog, but I don't want to pry too much because that's also rude, so. What did else? Oh, I wanted to talk about women hating men. That was also something I saw. I saw some crazy TikTok comment that got me like thinking a lot about like gender dynamics again. You know, the classic topic on the Sheepo3 stream, gender dynamics seems to be what everybody's talking about these days. I saw a comment on TikTok that I thought was like wrong, but also like interesting. It was about empathy, you know, Sheepo3, the old empathy guy. There was a TikTok comment. It was about like some you know, like some semi like, you know, like hating men under the guise of feminism type shit. You know, the classic. And there was a comment that said it's like men only learn empathy when they harm others. And I think that kind of like it kind of got to me a little bit. Because it feels like that's how I've learned a lot of empathy, or like learned, like, I don't want to say learned empathy, but like kind of understood empathy a lot better. It was when I, you know, harmed people, or people were harmed, or or I suffered in some kind of way. I learned a lot more about empathy, or understanding empathy in a much deeper sense, right? And so it kind of got to me a little bit, because I'm like, are men like that? Are men just like incapable of fucking understanding empathy? It's like, obviously obviously not, but also it's like, I don't know, it's hard to have that experience. I just think that, I know, that's what I was saying. It's like, isn't that just like everybody? I think like definitely like the types of women that are like the kind of like we hate all men type women, like all those types of women like drastically overestimate how emotionally intelligent women are. 100%. All right, like there is like so many like fucking stories and people. I've met plenty of women that are like they have zero empathy. Like I can point to so many examples in my life of women that have so little emotional comprehension or understanding. It's like, it's insane. Right? So it's crazy to say that, but it's also like, damn. I guess like just as a general fact, I guess that does kind of like, that's true to some extent, right? Like the only way that you really learn something about like how to interact with other people or how to be like a good person is by making mistakes. And when you make mistakes in regards to that, that comes at the expense of other people, right? That sucks. That sucks that you kind of have to like fuck with other people's shit to learn something about yourself, right? I don't know. It was just something that like, it was kind of just like, it's something that like, it seems very obvious when you think about it, but it's just like the way that it was presented to me, I thought was very interesting. So yeah, there you go. Sheep thought of the day. Isn't it crazy that this is a thing? Discuss. This is your Socratic seminar, okay? You have to make a post about this and then respond to 2 other people. This fuck ass map is so goddamn tight. Am I top a hundo? There you go. I could go like a second faster too, but I don't want to because this map sucks. What do I do after this? I could just play like... Man, I'm trying to think of a game to play. I don't know. I could play like Hoplite or something. What do I even do anymore on stream? Maybe I'm bored of streaming. It's an interesting thought. Sometimes I wonder if I am bored of streaming. I think it's less I'm bored of streaming and more of just kind of like bored of playing the same kind of games. Or games that aren't very fun to me. Probably not. I don't know. I thought about this a lot. I think the thing right now is that my lack of access to like doing artsy shit is kind of like killing me because I'm like, I can't like edit videos at all. Basically, I have no access to like video editing or anything, and I have so many ideas that I want to like do, and I can't do any of them, and that blows. And then also I've been thinking more and more about like, man, you know, it'd be super cool if I could do like a let's play channel or something. I think that'd be really fun. And so I'm wondering, it's like, man, pivoting off of live streaming to doing something else entirely would be sick, but I don't know if I want to lose live streaming. Some parts of it are fun, some parts are not. I just gotta find something new to do, I think. I think Red Ball will bring back the joy. Because at least there'll be a goal. I think I have a lot of fun with live streaming when I have some kind of like goal. The problem is that when like I engage in that, it does feel like I am also like losing out on some aspects that I like on live stream. Like there's this weird balance for me. It's like I like doing shit where I can yap, but I also like doing shit where I have to focus and like think, right? And it feels like those two things are like kind of not, they are competing for slots in my brain. I want to be able to talk to chat in a more interesting sense, but I also want to be able to, you know, play the video game and like focus on playing the video game, right? It's like I can't do both. And then there's also like another fact that is kind of like the ultimate kind of like impactor of my brain. It's like I also want to get viewers, not just because bigger number is better person. Obviously that's the case, but mostly because bigger number means more interesting stream. If I have a bigger number, I think the stream becomes a lot more interesting and fun. Like I've thought about like, man, I have access to this Spood like fucking 200 person stream. If I'm just in a Discord call with Spood, I could like talk about some crazy shit and I could get like a ton of people's takes on it. Not just like, you know, like the 2 or 3 that decide to chat in my stream on any given day. I could get like 100 people like sharing some thoughts on the thing I want to talk about. The problem is like if I talk about shit that's like too scary, then I'm gonna scare a lot of them off. I'm gonna scare like people off because I'm gonna talk about some shit like some real stuff. And I'm trying not to scare the huzz, you know, as they say. So it's like I have to like have these very like, I think these tragically basic bitch conversations about shit. But in like a very like simple way. It's like, oh man, what's your favorite, like something I brought up was like, what's your favorite carb? Like if I gave you a tier list of like bread, rice, pasta, fucking noodles, what do you what's your favorite kind of carb? And it's like it's so fucking lame. Just not a very interesting conversation after a while. Rice 100% by the way, but I would say rice, but also I like rice because it's the most versatile, but like bread is like the best, just because bread is the most variety. Like I think bread as like a general as your general carb is like no good, but like a sandwich is like the best fucking thing, and you cannot have a good sandwich without good bread. You can't have a fucking piece of French toast without bread. So much like you can't have a bagel without bread. You can't have, you know, like just that form of carb is so crazy, right? Bread is just so goated in general. Grain. So okay. I'm about an hour deep. I gotta find something else. I'm trying to think in my head, like, what do I do in Minecraft now that no more block? Because the only thing I'm doing in Blocky Hockey these days, I've been casting all playoff games, by the way. That's been my new thing in Blocky Hockey. I'm gonna cast this entire. I will be the play-by-play caster for this entire playoff, for these entire playoffs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast every series. I am currently. I have been involved in every single stream for the JBHL playoffs. Every single one. Without fail. So if you want to see me yelling at shit, I'm getting better. I will say I'm getting better. It's just that I still am not like super happy. I think sometimes I feel like my voice just sucks for casting. I feel like my casting voice is ass. It's just too high-pitched, too, like, yelly. I think I just get too yelly. I think that's my big thing. I get too yelly, and then also I say things that are fucking, like, stupid, because I'm just... Sometimes I say stuff just to fill air, and it's not, like, interesting or well thought out, right? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have, like, a really good run of things where I'm saying things, and everything's making sense, and it's all super fast-paced and fun. It feels like there's energy to the game because I'm adding that. But also... Jesus Christ. I want to hit that. There's also just a level of like, I'm just yapping for the sake of yapping. Right? I think what I do better than a lot of other casters, or at least all the other play-by-play hockey casters that I've seen, is that I do more than just play-by-play. I think the biggest fault, if you're going to do like play-by-play in general, is that you can't just do play-by-play. Just doing play-by-play, like just reading out the plays is just not good enough. Like, because you're not going to have enough like content to fill space. No, fuck. The problem is that you need to like add analysis into the play-by-play, right? Like there are like times where you need to stop talking about the game and start talking about some like other shit. It's like, oh, this thing is happening, this team is doing this thing really well. It's like, right, there has to be balance. You can't just call plays over and over again, or else it becomes very boring, because the same kind of plays are going to keep happening again and again and again. You have to find ways to discuss the game in more interesting and dynamic ways. I think that is the real challenge of the play-by-play caster. And then also I get a little bit like I get a little bit annoyed sometimes with my co-caster, because sometimes it's like I want my color caster to like talk about the game And it feels like when there is like the designated time you have to talk about the game, it feels like this very surface level analysis. Like, dog, you're the color caster. I want you to cast colorfully. Right, your job is to talk about this game and like this. God damn it. Your job is to talk about the game right now and like explain the thing. Like, why did this happen? What happened? What's the strategy? What's the idea behind the thing, right? That's the color. That's what you're supposed to do. Why does this matter in the context? Right? Your job is to provide context to the viewers about like what you're seeing, not just like what happened, but why what happened mattered. It feels like sometimes my color caster just doesn't do that. It's very frustrating to me. Like, dog. It feels like I'm the one who's responsible for finding these like... I feel like sometimes I'm the only one who like does this shit. Like, I really like... I think Blocky Hockey, like, as an analyst game, I think is a very interesting game. Like, you can analyze the game, I think, in a very interesting way. And I wish I almost wish I came from, like, a skater's perspective. Because it feels like there's so much to look at from, like, watching skaters and how they move and why they do the things that they do. Right? I think it's a very easy cop-out to just say something like, you need to pass more. But it's like, okay, how do you set up those passes? Why do you set up those passes? Why do you want to be positioned here rather than here? Like, why are you like in front of the action versus behind the action? Right? Or in this circumstance, like, why are you doing this rather than this? Like, does this speak to the way that the team plays in general? Does it speak to the way that the player likes to play? Does it speak to some kind of overall strategy that is like some kind of countermeasure, right? It's like there's so many interesting things we can talk about inside of that like paradigm of like skating and strategy and stuff, and it just feels like none of that ever gets talked about. When I, as like a goalie, I really try to like go in depth about like goalie strategy. Like, why is this player playing here? Why is this goalie positioning themselves here? What's the ideas behind it? Like, what's the mentality behind why you're doing the things you're doing? And I can see all that from a goalie perspective, and it means I'm able to kind of look deeper and give you like better analysis on why things are happening. And it feels like I wish I had a skater that could do the same shit. Of like give you the clue of like we are positioning ourselves behind and why and reasons, right? Like, why is this a mistake? Why is this successful? Stuff like that. Come on. Let's go. That's my rant of casting. I guess the ultimate problem is that this is all like there is like a very there's a short list of like people who actually like really give a shit about this like that. And the problem for the old sheepster is that it is one of those things of like it's probably a little bit too deep. It's a little bit too deep. Sheep is taking this a little bit too serious. Man, 3-7? That might be doable. With a better skip and better driving at the end, that's doable, I think. If I don't choke the end. It's just so hard to get to the point where I can drive the rest of the course because the skip is so hard. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll do the course regularly and then I'll go back to the skip. And I'll go from there. Just go to Ice Boat Driver's Ed. I was thinking about it, man. That's what I should do. Speaking of things I need to do, I need to get a haircut tomorrow. Because this is the time where I'm gonna go see my parents on the weekend. So no stream on Saturday or Sunday, by the way. Gone 0 for 50. Man, I just don't have, like, I feel like half of it is on me. I don't know how to describe my haircut to the damn, like, how do I describe what I want to the damn barber when I don't know what I want? How do I tell him what I want when I don't know what I want? Just cut my fucking hair off. I don't know. What's my style? you know, like, what's the name for like basic bitch ass white boy cut? What's the name for that? There's not a name. Ask for a trim. Smoke a cigar. Hey, good to see you. Here for a trim. The usual. What? What are we talking about? Generally what I've been doing is recently I've been talking about like, hey, I want like, because normally the way that I style my hair, I don't know if you guys can see this. Wow, look at my amazing hair. It usually is just like, I have this part down the side like this, and I have all this hair pulled off to the side like this, and then I usually cut the back and the sides short, and I leave the hair on the top long. I don't know what that's called. I feel like this is a pretty classic style. The sides are like shorter, and this stuff on the top, this is like the long part of the hair. Look at how long my fucking hair is. Look at this. Look at how much goddamn hair I have. Why do I have so much hair? It's so long. Okay? There's too much hair. It needs to go. The problem is my hair is... It's time to go bald. See, the problem is with that is that my hair is actually luscious. And it's not something that I wanted it to be, but it is. If there's one consistent thing that everybody who has ever, like, talked about my hair to me has told me, is that my hair is super soft. And it's like the most common thing that I hear people say about my hair. It is super soft. If you touch it, it is soft as fuck. And that's sick. I like my soft hair. My soft is very my hair is very pleasing to the touch. And so I think going bald or like getting a buzz cut would be kind of a disservice to my hair. Because I if I have such nice texture in my hair, why would I want to lose that, right? So yeah, as much as it would be easier to just say fucking take it all off, it would be a tragic mistake. And also I'd look like shit. I'd also kind of like start looking like a skinhead. Which is the problem with being a basic white boy, is that you start looking like really, really racist. And so, it's kind of something I'm trying to avoid. Grow that shit out? No, I don't want that either, because I think I'd start looking like a hippie or gay. Not gay. More hippie than gay. I'd start looking like a hippie. And I also don't want that. I like being like I like being basic is what I'm trying to say. I think Sheepo 3 as a look is best when I just keep it to be basic. If I just do basic shit, I think it just looks better overall. I would look more gay if I had a pride flag in my room like all gay people do. Look at Sheep generalizing gay people again. Damn, maybe I can't get 3 seconds down. Never mind, fuck this, man. This is too hard. Lame. Wear a shirt with a pride flag to cancel it off. What's this about Ish? Damn, you missed that entire conversation, Miras. No, I was just talking about how there's a level of E-fame that has come to a lot of state people that is interesting, and I was talking a little bit about that. I was on a Discord call of about 13 people. Basically, I was recently on Spood has started to stream, and he was doing a 2.5 video watch along with basically all the members of like West Helm and me for some fucking reason. I was not a founding member and I was not a leading member, but Spood invited me, and Spood had like 500 viewers on that stream. And he was casually averaging 500 just for starting the goddamn stream. But I do want to let it go. But now I'm getting invited onto streams where I have like 500 viewers on. It's like, that's crazy to me. Like, this video has catapulted people into like strange niche E-fame. And also I was talking about how uncomfortable a lot of like the shilling made me. I feel like there was a lot of shilling for like donos. I guess maybe not specifically donos, but like people shilling their own content. Like people just saw the viewers and started shilling their own fucking streams. And I'm like, it just made me feel weird, bro. I don't know. The moment, like, it feels like so many people, the moment they get in front of like a large amount of audiences, just start shilling as much as they can. I don't know, because it's like, it's not inherently, I guess, wrong. It just makes me feel really weird. I've always been like that too. It's like, you guys remember back in the, well, you don't remember, but back in the Hypixel days, I would not like, even when you didn't get punished for like basically sharing your Twitch link in the fucking chat of Hypixel. I did that like one time and I fucking hated myself, and it got so many viewers. Oh my god, I remember that too. I got so many viewers off that shit too. Yeah, dude. /P joined. Like, dude, shilling my open party like that. Oh my god. Dude, I felt like the biggest piece of shit every time I did that. And I did that like maybe 3 times, and I never did it again because I felt like a piece of shit. And I don't know why it makes me feel like such a piece of shit. I wish I would like interrogate that a little bit more, because I think it's an interesting thing to think about. But it's like, oh wow, this makes me feel really icky and gross. And so when I see other people doing it, like, it's just like throughout, like, I had like, there were like 3 different people in that call that were shilling their own shit. I did not do it a single fucking time. I did not shill my thing. I did not even tell people that I am a streamer. Like, and to be fair, I'm probably like the most streamer out of all those streamers that were in that fucking stream. I'm the most streamer. I've been doing this shit. I have the face cam on. That's how you know it's fucking for real, bro. I've been doing this. All right? I'm not out here bitching and moaning that I don't get any viewers. All right? I've been in that sauce, dog. So yeah. It was really funny that I got invited to that stream because I had like nothing to add to the conversation. I don't know what they wanted from me. Or sorry, I don't know what like Spood wanted from me. I do not know what Spood wanted from me. Like, bro, I am like you want to talk about the like theory, like how to be a good bodyguard or something? Like I could write a thesis on how to be a good bodyguard to somebody if you want to talk about that. How to bodyguard people in Minecraft. I'm really good at that. If there's one thing that I am good at, it's knowing how to bodyguard people in Minecraft. So if you want to know how to be a good bodyguard in Minecraft, I can tell you. I've been doing this, all right? I know how to do it. I'm actually really good at it. All right? I swear to God. How you are the Nepo baby despite not acting like one. I think it's because... No, it's because the pendulum is swung in the other direction, Sneaky. It's because I'm so cognizant of my Nepo baby status that I want to do everything I can to not be a Nepo baby. Which means like, you know, not accepting like the most obviously like good, beneficial, no-brainer things that you should be doing if you like wanted to like, if I wanted to grow my brand or I wanted to get a good job, like the obvious thing to do is like fucking abuse the fuck out of the fact that I'm a Nepo baby, right? Talk to my dad like, hey, can you get me connected with this person or this person? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Makes me feel weird. I don't like it. Same thing with like the Spood stuff. Like, I don't want to go on Spood's stream and then like use his like jack his fucking viewers just to gas up my shit. I don't know. It makes me feel icky. No, I don't want to do that. I want to build it on my own, bruh. I don't want to, you know, jack your fucking shit or something. That just feels weird. What Jack Quaid does? I gotta look at this name up. Jack Quaid, American actor. Who the fuck is this guy? Hunger Games. Make a podcast? Oh, but I'm not that funny. You need to be a certain level of insane to be funny like that. That guy's funny. Bro, who is this guy? He is just in a bunch of like random nothing. He accepts he's a Nepo babe and everybody's chill with it. I mean, yeah, shit. I mean, he hasn't really done anything that crazy. He's just been in like minor supporting roles in like a lot of movies. Oh, Huey. That's his thing. That's why I saw his face. He's Huey from The Boys. Oh, yeah, he's pretty good in that. He actually doesn't suck. Although I have some disdain for The Boys as a show in general. I think that for the most part his acting is not awful. Although definitely The Boys as a show is like, I think what I've realized, like as I think about more, because like I've watched a little bit of The Boys, I've watched a few episodes, not even going downhill. I just think that like I just don't think the show is that good in general. I think a lot of people were gassing it. It just I don't think it's that good. I just don't think it, like, I think, like, now definitely a lot of the episodes I watched were from like season 4 or whatever, and a lot of that shit sucked. It's just not even just that. It was like, the thing that threw me off most wasn't even like the blood and the gore and shit. It was like, just like the pacing felt very weird to me. I didn't like the pacing. I didn't like the lines. I thought the acting was good, but I felt like, I don't know, man. It just felt, I didn't like it that much. And like, why are people gassing up the show like that? I just think the thing is that people gas up because it has moments. That's like, that's The Boys thing. It has moments. And I think that's all it has. Like if you watch The Boys as like a series of like interesting things or ideas and moments, I think it's a much more consumable show. When you start watching like the actual episode within itself, I think it just gets so much more shit. Yeah, all it has is hype moments and aura, and that's fine. But like, don't watch it as an actual TV show, because the actual TV show sucks dick. It's just blood and gore and gross for what? Season 1 Homelander? I think Homelander is always peak, but it's like, it's because the acting is good, and that's all. Definitely they've flanderized a lot of Homelander stuff, as I'm sure they've flanderized Homelander stuff. I shouldn't say they have, because I haven't watched like the whole series. But of the few, I think I watched like the first episode of season 1, and then I watched the last episode of season 4, and I watched like the first episode of season 4, and that's like kind of all I could like watch, because after that I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just don't want to watch this show anymore. This sucks. This shit blows, dude. Get me out of here, bro. You know what movie I'm gonna watch? Because I've been seeing it all over my goddamn TikTok For You page and I'm tired of it. I'm gonna watch that fucking movie, The Walk. Sorry, not The Walk. The Long Walk. I'm gonna watch that shit. The Long Walk. I'm gonna watch that movie. Because it is just all over my fucking shit and I'm tired of it. So I'm just gonna goddamn watch it and I'm gonna figure out what the hell it's about and I'm gonna go home. The Stephen King one? Apparently, I don't know, dude. All I see is that it was on my TikTok stuff. It's a good movie. I've been told it was good. But it feels like, for me, there's like, this feels like it feels like it's one of those movies that is like, it's one of those concept movies that is interesting, that people talk about because it has an interesting concept and no other reason. Like, what other movies are... It's kind of like these dystopian movies that have interesting concepts. Like, there was some movie about, like, towers guarding a chasm. Some movie about, like, the levels where it's, like, the elevator comes to different platforms with the food on it. And it feels like the only reason these movies do anything is because they have, like, interesting concepts. But like, the actual underlying message is, like, lame as fuck. Like, I watched some of, like, that elevator movie. The one where, like, the elevator comes down with the food and goes to different levels and you get put on a random level or whatever. It's, like, such a, like... such a fucking shallow thing. Ultimately, it's such a like a shallow like critique of like human greed, and it's such a shallow critique of like human greed and like selfishness and shit. It's like so stupid, dude. That shit was that, dude. And people were gassing up that movie too, like it was like some great thing. It's like it was so fucking shit. It was not a good movie at all. It was so boring. Like almost nothing interesting happened, and then everybody that was there was like fucking like it was such a lame, it was such a surface level critique of like bad, like this bad thing is bad. It doesn't follow the premise as much as it does The Boys. No, I watched that movie. I also caved and I watched that one. And that one was it was just like the whole, like they always have the worst, those movies always have the worst fucking endings. Okay, because they always insist on having some fucking, I don't know why modern movies do this. It is the ambiguous ending. People insist on having the ambiguous ending for no fucking reason. Why? Why do we insist on having ambiguous endings for no reason? Ambiguous endings that don't even make sense. All right, so I'm interested in The Long Walk. We're gonna see what happens there. All right, but if I swear to God, it's gonna levy some surface level critique at like bad thing is bad, and then it's gonna have a fucking obtuse ending that nobody gives a shit about. That's my hot take, and people are gonna gas it up like it's the next great thing because I think that film critics are stupid and dog shit, or at least online film critics are. I think that like as I have watched more movies, and I have watched like as I've watched more like film critic like stuff, I think I have more respect for like regular commercial film reviewers, like, you know, people who are like classically trained in like film study, who watch films, they critique films as like their job, they write for the newspaper. I have way more respect for those people, because some of these YouTube fucking reviewers are dumb as fucking bricks. Okay, they have the most dog shit opinion, and it's like, it's not even that they have like I would respect your opinion if you could like, I don't know, like you substantiate your opinion well, but it's like, it's such a I hate saying people have bad opinions, because ultimately it is like opinions on entertainment are like, you know, they're different for like, of course everybody has a different opinion on entertainment, but like some stuff is like, you just don't like, how can you not understand like how like how do you not understand how basic this shit is? Like, how do you not understand how like elementary and boring this like critique is, and then you're gonna sit there act like there's some great fucking revelation? It's like, no, it's fucking not. People have been doing this shit for so long. And I guess that's just like the elitist in me talking. I think this is where, you know, like the drink wine with the pinky out, you know, eat my caviar and lobster type shit. But sometimes, man, I get so pissed off with like the basic shit. It's like, come on, dude. Try a little bit harder. Like, I think the movie Cars is a better critique of like human flaw and human ego than fucking that Elevator movie was on of capitalism. Okay, I think Cars, the animated movie, does a better job at critiquing human flaws than that fucking Elevator movie does, and I'm not kidding. Cars is a much better movie, and it's much more complex and deep. Okay. Most of them are white and therefore had no spice in their lives. I guess, yeah. But it's like, I'm the same way, dude. Sneaky, like, I am also like the white guy has no spice in his life. I think the difference is that the thing that makes me, I'm different. I'm not like the rest of the fucking basic ass white people. No, the difference is that I think I am like deeply aware of that, and so I'm able to like kind of combat that. Or I'm just genuinely aware of like, if I'm liking something, I'm a basic bitch for reasons, and that's fine. But yet it still pisses me off when people are basic. Yet it still makes me angry when people have like basic ass opinions. Why? I don't understand it. I don't like dude, man, god damn it. I keep on thinking about fucking Ludwig every time. Ludwig has become this like the ultimate version of like the basic white guy. Oh, that's annoying as fuck to me. And that's crazy to me. that is crazy how Ludwig has become in my mind like the perfect image of like the basic white guy. Like, oh my god, ever since his mogul male shit, I think I started just disliking him way more. Like he'll talk about like on his stupid podcast how he just roots for the Dodgers. He's just a Dodgers fan. And he's like a big Dodgers fan. Like he wears their jerseys and buys their merch. He goes to the games. He doesn't watch baseball. He doesn't give a shit about baseball. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about baseball. I would never be so bold as to like pretend to be like a major fan of a team. And then like bro, he's not even from LA. I think he's a fan of the Golden State. No, he's a fan of the LA Lakers. How could you choose like you could not choose a more basic fucking teams to be a fan of. Oh, you're a fan of the Dodgers? Oh, you're a fan of the Lakers? Like he's probably you could not choose a more basic fucking team to choose, and yet you do, and it's like crazy to me. Like have a fucking opinion. Think, care about something for you in your like care about something. I think that's the thing. Just care. Don't pretend like you are going to engage with something and then not care. Just care about something. It's okay to care about something. This one-sided. It is. I have a one-sided beef with Ludwig. But I just look at him, I'm like, I want people to care about things. That's all. I want them to have like attachments. I want them to like that is my like as I have grown older, I think like as I just interact with people, I like people who care about shit and will passionately like talk about things and care about them. Even I don't care how stupid it is. I just want you to like care about it a lot. Those are people that are interesting to me. Those are people that are like 10 times like more interesting and dynamic and fun and interesting to talk to and learn about. And I want to learn more about them because when you care about something, you have become a more interesting person that I value more. When you don't care about anything, you are boring, you are lame, and you are stupid. Like I remember like a good example of this was like that one chick at work that quit. Because I was working with this girl at work, and she came in and she was like new, but then she left, and I kind of had a crush on her at one point. But I talked about her, and I remember like talking to her about like sports and stuff, and she was like, "Sports are stupid. I don't give a shit about sports." And then she would go on like these gigantic tangents about fucking like, I think she was into like BJJ. I think she was like she trained at like some BJJ studio, and she would talk so much about like fighting and like styles and shit. I'm like, that's so sick. I like that. Like, even though like you are calling my hobbies lame, you care about something, and that's cool. I think you are a valuable person. You are valuable because you care about something. That's cool to me. You're like, Dom, it's not that. It's just that she would like, if I could get her on the topic, she would like talk my ear off. And I'm like, that's sick. That's cool. You have something in your life that is like, that brings you value or joy or something that interests you in some like way. That's cool. I wish people would just have that. Stop having this, like, stop being nonchalant and chill, or try to just be like, or just like, this is why I hate Ludwig. I was once a Ludwig fan, and now I've become a hater. Even though Ludwig is funny. The problem is that Ludwig is funny. He's very charismatic. But he also doesn't give a fuck about anything, and that is deeply annoying to me. I guess I don't hate Ludwig. I'm just deeply annoyed by the way that he approaches life. I am deeply annoyed by the way he approaches life. Ludwig is a very funny individual, but he's also incredibly lame at the same time. And it's like, how can you be both? To have something, exactly, that's all I'm saying, right? This is why I have become this is why I think that it's like I think the Blocky Hockey arc for me was like a very influential arc, because I think the Blocky Hockey arc was like when I started to like not worry about shit. It doesn't matter. I'm allowed to care about this. I'm allowed to care about what happens in these games. I want to do well in this blocky hockey game. I want to be successful. I want to be a good goalie. I want to be a contributing member of my team, and I want to. It's okay if this affects me in some emotional way. I think that's okay, even though it's like it doesn't have any effect on the real world or anything. It means something to me, and that's all that matters. Well, no, the hockey arc is over. It's not ending. It's fucking over. It's done. Right? Nary the day that you have to experience blocky hockey on your goddamn Sheepo 3 stream. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, I have freed you all from your chains. All right. But that also means that we are going to shepherd in the great return of the red ball arc. So get ready for that, boys. You thought that you were out of the woods yet? I still haven't got my my sub 3, okay? I haven't gotten my sub 3 yet, so, you know, you better get fucking ready. Yeah, Shaolin Monk Cave. Real. Anyone hate it? Yeah. My streams were fucking dead when I played Blocky Hockey, bro. To be fair, like, I think every time I do something new, my stream hates it like 99% of the time, and then they'll slowly come back. After I do it for long enough, they slowly come back. That's kind of what happens every time. Like, it kind of happened, like, all my OGs left when I started to play Red Ball, and then I just kept playing Red Ball, and then they slowly just kept trickling back in. I think it's more of like you guys just suffer through it more than anything. It's like, I don't want to watch him. Do you guys want to watch me do it? What is one thing you want to watch me do? That's the thing, because the problem with asking that question, though, fundamentally, is that you guys don't know what you want. I'm calling everybody else out. You guys don't know what you want. You have no idea what you want, because there have been so many times that somebody's been like, "Oh, dude, play this thing," and then I play that thing and they leave fucking immediately. They leave instantaneously. They're just gone, and I'm like, okay. It's like you were begging for me to do this thing, and then the moment I start doing the thing, you just leave instantly. It's like, okay, dog. So I have to engage more in like the idea generation, because you don't know what is interesting until it is put in front of you. Cricket 19. That's a very old meme. That's a very old meme. I remember being in the car, high off 20 milligrams of an edible, with my friends asking me when I was going to play Cricket 19 on stream. Can we go back to competitive party games? Dude, comp party games is like, is that server not dead as shit? I think the era of party games is over, is it not, Sky? I don't know who plays Hypixel anymore, honestly. I'm just so like disconnected from like 1.8 Minecraft in general. What even happens on 1.8 anymore? What even goes on anymore? I have not touched Hypixel in so long. Well, yeah, I'm sure old gens are gone, but it's like UHC stream where you debate liberals. Oh, fuck. I don't want to do political. I don't want political debate to sneak its way in. Few big new gens. I don't know, because I don't play. Yeah. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like everybody kind of got off and did... They're kind of just doing their own shit now. I think ever since Bot Cheetah became real life pilled, I think that was like, that kind of spelled the end of party games. That's my hot take. Once the GOAT left, real life pilled. I don't know how else to describe it. Bot Cheetah just decided to go do real life shit, and then he never came back. I have seen him online like maybe once in the last like years. In the last couple of years. It's gone. It's over, man. Yeah, he just went outside, bro. I remember distinctly, watching, like, World Cup matches in 2022 with Owls and Bot Cheetah and, like, Spider in a VC. We were just watching the World Cup on, like, on a fucking Saturday morning or something. We were just watching, we were watching Owls stream the World Cup to us. I remember that, like, distinctly, and I think that was, like, the last, like, time I ever really talked about Cheetah. And then it all ended. Such an interesting era. I like those guys. I hope they're doing good. Maybe I should DM Spider out of the blue. Hey, how you doing? That'd actually be kind of sick. Because I'm sure he would. Maybe he would respond. I'm not sure if Spider would respond. I don't know if Spider does shit anymore on Discord. I want to check the world records, actually. Are you two lovers? Maybe. Are real life pilled Owls? No, Owls is, yeah. Oh yeah, Owls is like, Owls is, you know, he's terminal. Spider's 100% real life pilled too. Spider would respond. Yeah, I think he would. Bot Cheetah? I don't know. I think he might just be, he could have fucking died a year ago and I wouldn't know. Not like an insult. Let's see. Announcements. Is there like leaderboard updates, top scores? Last post, last month. Mutual friends. Fizzy has done that. That's funny. I don't really. Man, Fizzy, man, I haven't talked to that guy either. Noodly? Oh, Noodly beat my ass in the fucking, in that one tournament. Hold on, I'm trying to look for the leaderboard update. No, leaderboard update. Who is on the leaderboard now? Still JS Duke with 20,000 wins. Jesus Christ. JS Duke, Owls, Monkey City, Battlebox. MCC was kind of the place where a lot of it went. Noodly's fun. Khan. Oh, Khan. Khan was great. Oogle. How's Oogle still on the fucking leaderboard? What? Oogle is still on the leaderboard? That's crazy. Kenneth, IL, Monkey City, Sent, Itamar. Hold on. I'm going to go to just the announcements. They usually announce a new world record. The last world record was posted a 34-second chicken ring time. Jesus. Oogle's just goated. What does Oogle do? Why is Oogle still playing party games? I think Oogle needs to become real life pilled. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that strat? We're flying backwards. We're flying backwards. Oh my god. This is insane. Dude. Oh my god. That's such a crazy time, dude. Hold on, let me show you. I'll pull this up. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up. Dude, this time is so crazy. Wait, what channel is that in? I'm trying to find the channel. Hold on, let me pull up this chicken rings time. The thing that's throwing me off is like this first, like what, like is this like some new glitch where, okay, so flying backwards, that's just like a thing that some people do. Is this like people can you can just like you just get teleported? You always get the first 2 rings or something? Like you'll always be given the first 2 rings? That's crazy. I don't know, like I never knew that. I don't know if that was discovered in my time. Dude, look at how like precise this is. They didn't press a single A or D key. They barely press space. They barely go down. I guess going down doesn't really slow you down as much. Maybe it does, but like this is like it's so like obviously the ring position is great, but like this is so crazy precise. That's so wild. I have no idea. Is this what Jesus did? 193. Who's the Saiba guy? He's also dude. He's setting so many records. Golly. Are they still hosting world record parties? What is this? They have an animal one. I know. I am a groper. Are they holding world record parties? Yeah, Saiba. This guy's crazy. What is this? Oh, wait. What is this, like, private party? Oh, no. He probably got lucky. There's only, like, one other guy in the game, probably. And he's only... Oh, he's probably his home. He was clearing out all the chickens. Yeah, wow. Dude, look at how... 3 hit. Dude, he's... Either he's clicking so fast. I shouldn't say he. I don't know the gender. 3 hit. 2 hit. They're not really like one-hitting cows. I thought that would be like the meta, right? Just the ability to consistently like two tap cows. They killed crits and sword swapping? Probably. I don't know. I was never that good at animal slaughter, so it doesn't really matter. No longer exist. Honestly, not that sad. For me personally, I'm not that crushed by it. I was never that good at it anyway. I hated animal slaughter. Average IL is still playing? My god. IL and Saiba hit a fucking 7-minute 43 bombardment time. Workshop by who? Dude, Saiba's had everything, bro. Is this guy like... Man, this used to be IL. Like when I was when I was an old gen in party game servers, like this was me watching IL playing. Okay, starting doing the strat. Dude, holding the item that you need. He's not holding. Wait, what? Dude, I remember practicing this. I remember going on the workshop practice server and practicing for like an hour, dude. That's so crazy. Okay, hold on. What world record am I missing? I'm just scrolling up in the announcements channel, by the way. I've seen the Send Bleach guy. Hold on, I gotta like search for announce. Oh man, I hate like Discord way that they do. Hold on. I need to go to in announcements. What? Wait, how am I not getting any like Send Bleach? What? What? What am I'm searching in announcements for IL. How am I not getting that? 950 wins in a week. Oh, that's the record. Oh, I'm looking for things I can watch. Yeah, that's crazy. The 950 wins in a week. Yeah, of course, that's insane. That's just like a level of like... Oh, I don't want to say anything, but it is crazy. 5 years chicken rings. Everybody's just... It's generally just like chicken rings record, animal slaughter record, animal slaughter record, workshop record, chicken rings, pig jousting record. Pig jousting, RPG 16 record. This is like the beginning of 2025, though. Damn, Helix got a record. Pig jousting, yeah. Yeah, definitely, you know, but that's just like capped or near capped, yeah. That's just how it goes, though. That's just the natural kind of continuation of all gaming communities. The people who stick around become so sweaty that they out-sweat all the other sweats. And then the other sweats don't think it's fun anymore because they got out-sweated. And they don't want to sweat that hard, right? It's just like, it's the natural continuation of all games, right? The only reason why a game will stay alive for long enough is that the game has like enough like mental skill or like enough like implied luck with its design that it becomes like fun to like think about and like strategize. And party games is kind of inherently just like a purely skill-based game. There is no like there's no like strategy aspect to party games, or very few. So it's like, you know, you kind of just get, at some point there's only so much you can optimize the game anymore. Jigsaw Rush, yeah. A few ticks you can improve, exactly. And also it's like grinding for world records in party games is not like you just have to, you get one shot, or like you'll get like maybe like 10 or 20 tries, not even 20, like maybe 10 tries in an hour. You'll get maybe 10 tries an hour, maybe. So even going for world records is like impossible. I watched some video about the guy who apparently is so good. I watched some like speed cubing video about how some guy killed a category in speed cubing. He killed the blindfolded 4x4 Rubik's Cube category because he was so good at it that nobody else wants to, like, he's like 1 minute, like he's like a minute ahead of like everybody else in like that category. So nobody else does it because nobody else cares. Speed cubing is just a very interesting thing. People just make videos about it and I watch. Tries an hour, more like 10 tries in a day. Yeah, pretty much. Memory is so good. Exactly, yeah. Speed cubing is just one of those like funny things where it's like, how do you get into speed cubing? Like how interesting can this possibly be? After you're a certain level of fast at speed cubing, like it feels like you're grasping at like straws. Like, oh, I can solve a Rubik's Cube in fucking, like, what's the record? Like 3 seconds or something? Something absurd. And it's like, okay. At some point, you've just optimized, like, funny how a lot of those like very old like retro games communities like end up being populated by a lot of really young kids. Like if you look at the top like Tetris, like NES Tetris players, the top speed cubers, they're all like super young kids. That's really funny to me. Rubik's Cube. I've never solved the Rubik's Cube like legit. I was just looked up a guide or something. All right, I've been doing this for like 2 hours now. I really got to find something else to do. What else can we do on Minecraft? What is there to do on Minecraft? It's an interesting question. CVC, honestly, I'm not mad about it. Gun Colony is crazy. I don't want to play Gun Colony. Gun Colony is kind of boring. You just want things with guns, MJ. Man, you must be fucking sad that I'm missing the goddamn gun event that I was gonna play. Man, that's the thing, dude. I was gonna play in a massive like Civ event with, I guess not a Civ event. It was just like a basically a giant Minecraft Battlefield event. They had like gun mods, like vehicle mods, like the whole 9 yards, and I can't play in it because I'm gonna go see a fucking game with my parents. Oh, that's gotta suck. CVC, baby. Cops versus Crims. It's not Minecraft CSGO. It's Cops versus Crims. Very clearly two different IPs. MJ doesn't even play Minecraft, okay? This guy does not play Minecraft anymore. MJ is done with that bitch ass shit. Minecraft? More like Lanecraft. I do? You don't, dude. Don't even lie to me, bro. You're such a fake fan. My SMP? Damn, SMP arc is crazy. Maybe I should get back on an SMP arc. Maybe I should join one of the content creator SMPs. Oh, man. Sheepo 3 on a content creator SMP, bro? It'd be fun for like a day, and then I'd get bored. If I ever joined like a content creator SMP, I'd be so content pilled. I swear to God, I'd be so content pilled. I would not do anything. I just like fuck around the entire time. I would not do anything. If I started an SMP, well, you don't. Oh, Sneaky. Sneaky was not around for the Sheep SMP. That's crazy. You're so new, Gen. You don't even know, bruh. No, I don't want to join one of those SMPs. Maybe I should join one of those SMPs. One of those SMPs. Maybe I should join one of those SMPs. It's just lifesteal, but with a different gimmick. And everybody does the same shit. I think there are still interesting ways you can make content on servers like that. It's just, I think everybody refuses to. Everybody refuses to make interesting content on servers like that. It's not even permanent. It's just like you could make, like, there are interesting ways you can make videos about that. There are like interesting gimmicks you can do. Nobody does it because it's always like, it is always just about like, I think the person who I would point to, if you want to like, if you're somebody who wants to like join a content creator SMP and make like content like that, I'd point to somebody like Rec Rap as somebody who's like, yeah, this guy is probably doing SMPs like that, and he's doing it in like an interesting way that is like new and fresh, and it feels a lot more like honest than a lot of these other, because it has become like a certain level of like dick measuring contest of like what's the biggest thing I can build. I think the biggest thing I can build, that's what happened to hardcore Minecraft. Hardcore Minecraft went down to what's the biggest thing I can build, and then it's like, what's the biggest fight I can do, what's the biggest trap I can do, what's the biggest thing I can do. It's always been like a, it has become like this like fucking like, it has become very much a dick measuring contest. And I think that to me is not very interesting, but I think there are other like things. I think socially, I think there are more interesting things you can do. Been drained more. Yeah, the 100 days video stuff. Definitely. I think, you know what needs to make a comeback? I think just like regular just Let's Plays. Regular like Minecraft Let's Plays. Just some like interesting guy playing the fucking game. Just be charismatic and play the game. And just do that. I wonder how successful that would be. I wonder how good that would do. Like, I wonder if like Markiplier just made like a Minecraft series. I wonder how successful that would be. Custom Habs as a group? Oh, well. Exactly, dude. I think that we just need, like, I was thinking, no, because no, I think the custom maps, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, like, what if it was, like, instead of just, like, a custom map where, because I think all custom maps, like, are kind of varying the same as, like, you need to follow the story or, like, complete the mission or something. What if instead of that, it was like a very open map where you could kind of just, like, do, like, whatever you wanted with it. Like, kind of like, I was thinking like a Prison Break thing, where it was like everybody's in a prison, and then it's just like, instead of it about being like accomplishing the objective, it's just about like fucking around and having fun with your friends, right? I think that would be super interesting. Oh yeah, that thing on TikTok. Yeah, that was cool. That only works because that guy's actually really smart. Or, that does not work with like me. If I tried to do a series like that, I would want to end my life. Because I'm so stupid. I'm not smart enough to play games like that. I don't have the patience. I do not have the patience like that guy does. Like, you guys have seen me play fucking horror games, or maybe some of you haven't, but whenever I play horror games, I always end up getting horrifically lost. Every single time. It's actually a tragedy. Do I even have, like, Lunar downloaded on my server anymore? Is Lunar even on this computer? It's not. I uninstalled Lunar client. That's crazy. Can I just play 1.8? I have never touched one. I haven't touched 1.8 in fucking years, man. Man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, Minecraft is not a very good game if you're not watching YouTube tutorials. I think. They've done a better job at it, but I think like if you really want to play Minecraft, you just watch a damn YouTube tutorial. That's my take. I mean, that's how I learned how to play Minecraft. That's probably how you learned how to play Minecraft, right? You looked up a YouTube tutorial. Was quarantine fire for you? I mean, it got me here. All the problems in my life can be directly contributed to quarantine. The reason I'm sitting here talking about quarantine is because of quarantine. No, probably it was probably a bad thing. But also I think it made me a much more reflective person. I think it made me a more interesting person. But it also made me, like, I think a lot lamer in a lot of ways. I don't know. It's like, it's different. It's a weird answer. It's not like a, I wish it was, it's not a straight yes or no, unfortunately. It is unfortunately complicated. Yeah, I did stay in my goon cave 100%, but I also think like the ability to stream and like share my thoughts and like discuss, like kind of like really focus on like more art and stuff. Like, I think it let me unlock some parts of myself that I don't think I would have unlocked until, like, maybe a decade later. Like, never would I have imagined that I would be so into, like, you know, art. To me, like, you have no idea how crazy it is to me. No, it's not art in that sense, okay, you fucker. No, art in like, you know, like creating stuff. Video editing, you know, writing, you know. Just like stuff like that. I never would I have thought that I would ever be into that as much as I am. And, you know, a lot of the reason I'm into that the way I am is because of, you know, holy fucking sensitivity. Jesus crackers. Loneliness leads to reflection. Oh, 100% loneliness leads to reflection. That's no doubt. Dude, my aim feels so high. Holy, dude, I feel like my aim feels so, like, I don't know. It feels... Is my sense too high or something? My sense feels crazy. Whenever I go back and like See, now it feels bad. I don't know. Dude, my sense feels so weird. You know, maybe I'm glad I'm not going through a CVC arc. Or at least the CVC arc I did go through was not very long. Because this aim is fucking wild to me. Alright. What can you even play on this damn game anymore? Look at how shit these textures look. Did anybody tell you how bad fucking 1.8 Minecraft looks to current Minecraft? Anybody ever tell you about how shit these textures look? It really is crazy. Anybody who ever makes a video acting like old Minecraft was better than new Minecraft, that shit is cap. Old Minecraft's better than new Minecraft. It's a lie, dude. It's such a fucking lie. Such a crazy lie. New Minecraft is so much more goated compared to old Minecraft. I'm not fucking negative. I'm actually railing against negativity, bro. Sorry, I just had a video like that of like, man, there was like a... do you guys remember, like, there was like a phase like a year ago where a bunch of people were making like, man, Minecraft just isn't the same anymore. You guys remember that shit? It was like, Minecraft just isn't the same anymore. Just these people railing on new Minecraft because they were stupid. They didn't understand shit. I remember that. Damn, I hated that trend. New Minecraft is goated for a lot of reasons. People just got mad because their fucking mob that they voted for didn't get added to the damn game. So now all they do is bitch. Netherrack. Oh yeah, the Netherrack textures, bro. Yeah. Yeah. The new changes are cool, but making bad omen potions, yeah. There's definitely some dumb shit that they've done. I'm not gonna, you know, cab about that. Oh yeah, wait, I have a texture pack for this exact thing. Hold on. Yes, this one. My Flora 16x. Yeah! Look at my 16x texture pack. Hell yeah, I like this. It makes everything look so much better. Why aren't femboys in vanilla? Real. Real. Unfortunately, you have to touch grass if you want to talk to a femboy. I'm sorry, Sneaky. Or you have to become so lonely and depressed that you become the femboy. I know. What the hell? Why am I... What the... Why is my mouse teleporting? I feel like my aim... I feel like... Dude. If it's so... laggy. My aim is so... Oh, dude. Yeah, my aim feels horrible. My mouse is wired. It's a wired connection. It felt fine for 2 hours while I played 1.21. The moment I switched to 1.8.9, it feels like piss. So, I think that it's less of a mouse problem and more of like 1.8 has maybe not the great. I don't think femboys touch grass. Gotta hunt them in their natural habitat of Roblox discords. I think Roblox has become... Roblox is such an interesting thing to me. I think that... Here's the secret. I think that if you look at the games that women play the most, I think Roblox is like up there. I think women nowadays... They be on Roblox, bro. That's my take. Women be playing Roblox, man. A full-ass adult women be playing Roblox, bro. Oh, look at me. I'm just as nasty as I was. Never mind. I wonder why. Money, I don't know. Probably because I think a lot of kids just grew up on Roblox. Oh no, I'm dog shit. I think just a lot of kids grew up on Roblox, and so they just kept with it because Roblox is a very... Roblox just ages very gracefully as a game. Roblox really is for all ages, unfortunately, you know? Because it is so, you know... amorphous. You can make Roblox whatever you want it to be. So it is the all-purpose game for everybody, right? It's so funny they gave them being kid-friendly. Yeah. You know, fuck it, right? If you're Roblox and you have all these, like, adults playing your game, cater to them, bro. Games but no money? I know. It's crazy that as a Roblox developer, you spend all this time making your game and then you get no fucking money for it. How crazy is that? Cap? That's not cap, bro. Have you seen the splits? Have you seen the splits? Roblox is fucking robbing their developers. What's the last thing I saw on, like, the Roblox splits? It's something, like, insane. It's something insane. Like, it's like Roblox takes 70% of all the revenue you make or something. Something, like, fucking genuinely crazy. That's the last thing I saw. I'm not going to push down. I'm just going to hold. Miranda. I think the last time I saw the splits were crazy. God forbid I try to control my recoil, MJ. I don't, because I didn't grind like you were. You were a freak on fucking CVC, bro. I didn't realize how much of a freak you were playing CVC. Dude, you know how much you have to grind for the fucking M4 skin, bro? You gotta be... You really gotta grind this shit, bro. How much CVC were you playing at your peak? $5K kills is easy. Maybe I'm trash, bro. I do not have a kit. I'm so nasty, dude. Some random Reddit thread. Holy skill, thank you. Start being a little bit more respectful, brother. How about you fucking respect the goat and the work he's putting in? Bitch ass boy. Yeah, also, you know what I've also realized? There's a bunch of fucking cheaters who play Roblox, bro. Playing Roblox in my own free time has exposed me how many fucking cheaters there are on this fuck-ass game, bro. There are so many cheaters. Oh, this guy's F5ing. What a cringe god. Cringe god, I just said that. Duh. I know, it's still crazy to me, though. Like, it's so obvious, like, how many of these kids are just, like, like, I'll play, like, fucking... Like, when I'm actually focused on playing the game of, like... What's it called? Fucking... I play, like, Phantom Forces offline. I'll just be in a match of Phantom Force, and, like, this kid is so obviously fucking walling. It's so obvious that this guy is walling, and it's fucking crazy. It is so crazy. It's so obviously walling. He's just like, ain't nobody doing shit about this. Ain't nobody doing shit. Oh my god, I can't aim. Holy aim. Oh. Well, I smoked off the guy who was defusing, so I actually goated smoke. Thank you. What can I say? That new anti-cheat is insane? Hey, maybe, bro. I don't buy it for a fucking second. It's weird. No, ban waves are like, the thing with like anti-cheat is like, it's weird. Like, ban waves can be good. Ban waves are like really good, but it's also like not good at the same time, right? It's like you don't want to give feedback to cheaters that they're winning, right? The idea of ban waves is that you're trying to keep cheaters in the dark about how much you know about them, so you can like ban them all at once and then make the game really good for like a couple of months. But the problem is like the only thing that's the thing with anti-cheat is that it's all about perception, right? It doesn't matter how many actual cheaters are in your game. All it matters is like the perception of how many cheaters are in your game, or how many cheaters it feels like there are. And that a lot of it is like placebo effect, I think. Bots? Oh yeah, no, 100%. But I feel like I don't really play the games with bots, or maybe I do play the games or I don't notice them. And you know what? If the bots are good enough and I'm not noticing, fuck it, right? I think the problem is that it's just very easy to like make a new account on Roblox, or just like, I don't know, play without an account or something. Oh Jesus. I dinked 2 people. Mega. Damn it. They have the guest accounts? Yeah. Unfortunately, like the problem with sometimes the problem with like letting people do that is that while it's very cool and easy and accessible, it also makes it very fucking annoying to once you're in the game. It makes it super annoying to play. It's why like sometimes where it's like if I get too deep into a game, it's like damn, maybe like email verification is like the way, or like phone verification. Like you have to verify your account with like a phone number or something. Like as annoying as it is to do, it probably drops the amount of like cheaters or botters by like so much. Just having to verify your account on something probably drops like that by crazy numbers. So I wonder if Roblox is actually going to add like the dating thing. I know they've talked about it, but I wonder if they're actually, or what it's actually going to look like. I wonder. They like numbers, not actual people. Yeah, that's true, but you know, I'm talking about my own enjoyment of the fucking game, right? My own subjective enjoyment of the game. I like when people are not hacking as much in my fucking video games, because it makes my experience worse when I get hacked on. What a name. Needed to know. I wonder if they're gonna like force you to like upload a picture of yourself. Am I gonna be running around with like my fucking, with my Roblox avatar paired with like my real life picture or something in a fucking server? Oh my god. How diabolical. You know what the thing is? The thing is, if they add Roblox dating, the thing is, it will be a better way to meet potential partners than any other dating app. That's the thing about it. I think that for a fact. I think that if they actually add it for the first couple of months, it will be a legitimate, like, probably the best way of like online dating, the best platform for online dating. And that's scary in a sense. It's also really fucking funny, but it's also like crazy to think about, because all the dating apps are fucking compromised. They've been compromised for a while. Who the fuck is taking pot shots at me? There's some guy behind that corner F5ing. Aim. Dude, my aim is so... In Roblox you can actually have fun. I wonder... I saw him. I saw his bitch ass. Yep. I will not peek that corner. I had a half a heart. Thanks, buddy. It'll be it's literally just because I think population wise, more people play Roblox than fucking dating apps. Right? All dating apps are like desperate men and desperate women. And those are like the two most undesirable groups of people. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is don't do dating apps. I did them for a while. It's not worth. Maybe it is worth. Not for me, because I suck at taking pictures of myself. Who knows? What I'm trying to say is there's a non-zero chance Sheepo 3 pops up on the goddamn... Hey, man. I think right now... I think looks-wise, here's my hot take about how I look. I think if I am just a little bit better, if I can just drop this fucking acne, especially on my back, if I can drop my back knee, I think I'm actually good. Or I'm just a lot better in general. Most of the Roblox players above the age 18 are baddies. That's probably not far from the truth. They're also terminally online. Or at least some of them are. I just think that the internet has become a more and more hospitable place for women. And I think that's sick. I think I've talked about this, how I see more like content made by women for women. I've been seeing way more of that. And I think that's cool. How that's kind of like, I feel like women are more and more influencing like culture. I think that's sick. MJ, you got your main account unbanned. Congratulations. Don't think I forgot. Your Pokimane rant? What did I rant about Pokimane about? No, that was not about Pokimane, was it? Every time I rant about Pokimane, it's about like soulless influencer shit, is it not? Or it's something like related to like being a soulless influencer, no? You said she was inspiring? No, that's just, I think every time I talk about the amount of shit she gets, just for existing. But I think other women have kind of taken up that mantle of like content creation. I think when I talk about content creators, it's different like general women that exist. Definitely Pokimane is like was a first stepper, like a severe, like, you know, a big part of like women being okay with taking mass amounts of shit to be content creators. I think other women creators have like taken up that mantle now of like being the kind of like the headline woman of streaming or just shit like that in general. Have you seen like Cinna, bro? With Cinna comment sections, like, damn. Who's your favorite female content creator? Ooh. There's just so many to choose from, bruh. No. The answer is probably Cutie Cinderella is probably my favorite right now. I think she's a generally entertaining individual. Did you just at me in my own chat? That's crazy. I felt so bad when everybody's making fun of her body. Yeah. It does still feel like the majority of insults that women get are like directed around like looks-based stuff. And that's like, I get like she's good and she's popular because she just takes the bit. She kind of understands like that's the bit, that's the joke. But it does feel a little bit weird that it's like we are still doing the like even like every time I see people do like the oh my god, a woman, like oh my god, woman, ooh, woman, like that bit, it feels like ugh, it feels like we're so... that feels like a meme that's long fucking dead, bro. It's like, do we really have to be doing, like, I feel like we can still, like, we are not above making sexist jokes. I'm not saying, you know, jokes about, like, gender have to be dead. I'm just saying, like, I wish we'd be a little bit more fucking creative with the way that we joke about gender. That's all I'm asking. That's all I want. I just want a little bit more creativity with the jokes that we use, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that we do is, like, kind of very icky and outdated and gross. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Right? But then, like, that kind of all goes out the window, I think, when you're in, like, private company, of course, right? Like, of course, that is, like, a difference. Like, things change, like, when you are... I think also, like, we have to realize is, like, parasocial viewers of... I guess the word parasocial has kind of been abused and thrown around like a fucking... like a $2 hooker. Not a sexist joke, by the way. Men can be hookers too. But I think that we have to realize is that, like, probably some of these content creators are probably, like, good friends, or at least friends IRL off stream, and so the jokes that they make in front of stream are going to have some impact on that. So it's like, you know, while they might be able to make a joke, you're not allowed to make that same joke because you're not the fucking homies, right? You are not a fucking homie. You are not allowed to make the joke. Right? See ya. Have a good one, Doggo. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they do be F5ing. I don't have my CVC mod that gives me better zoom. Also, this USLE guy is almost 100% like either F5ing or walling or something like that. Because ain't no way. Or just hard F5ing. F5ing to a diabolical degree. Or maybe I'm just like talking shit and he's just good. Also possible. I went to get my picture taken at school and the person at my table was named Katsuke Bakugo. I'm so dead ass. Did you talk to them? Did you introduce yourself? Hey, what's up? No way that people who are into anime are now having kids and naming children. There's just no way. I don't believe it. Oh, man, can you imagine? There's like a potential, like in the next like 20 years or so, people who are into anime start having children and naming their kids after anime. Oh no. An influx of white students with Japanese names? Oh boy. It could be bad.
To severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture.
I do not want my classmate to be named Gojo. No way am I gonna fucking... No way do I want to go to school with a young Gojo, dude. This stupid fucking browser has no goddamn ad protection. Look. Name my dog Cresselia. You can name your daughter Cresselia. I'm just saying, I think people are gonna think that it's a Pokemon. They're gonna make fun of your daughter, okay? I think Cress could be a woman's name. I think Cress can work as a girl's name. I feel like if I look up Cress, it's gonna be like, it's probably mostly men, but I feel like it's kind of like it's a very non-gendered name, I think. Cress. If I look up Cress, am I gonna is it gonna come up with me? No, it's gonna come up with a bunch of other shit that are not names. It's gonna be like Crest City or something. There's an island called the Island of Crest. So. Take a fucking sniff of that pepper. Oh my god. Oh, and we have the bomb. While you're F5ing? No, almost 100%. I mean, there is still, like, I mean, the comp CVC Discord is still, like, it's still popping, so. It's not totally unrealistic that maybe, you know, I could look him up in the comp CVC Discord. No, he's a comp CVCer. Oh, wow. Nope. I think he's actually legit. And this is recent, too. Wow. Nope. He's just been dude, USLE, he's been playing forever. Nope. No, he's just been playing forever. When did he start playing? He started playing 3 years ago. I don't know, man. Bro might just be fucking goated, dude. Non-zero chance, bro's nasty as shit. No, he's probably just super hard pre-firing. MJ, I don't know how much comp CVC you played. But like in comp CVC, the amount of pre-firing is fucking crazy. The entire game is pre-firing. Like pre-firing when you walk out of angle, like when you're really good at comp CVC, you literally just like pre-fire every angle. Like the moment you peek out, you're just pre-firing at angles. So when you peek out, you're probably getting like, or when he peeks on you, he's probably pre-firing like shit, and so on your screen it looks like you're getting like insta-peeked on. Yeah, because you have infinite ammo. That's the thing. Is that you have infinite ammo, so people will spam like fucking bananas, okay? So. Jesus Christ, dude, my aim got fucking washed. What the fuck was that, dude? I hate this sense. Bro, my aim, like, it fucking, I don't know what happened. It, like, clicked to somewhere crazy and I couldn't reset. Oh my god. Dude, my aim got omega fucked. MJ going crazy on 5-1. Maybe I am dog shit at this game. They say the devil himself designed bile water. What the fuck does that mean? What is the context? Hold on. What's the context? Ah! Wait, no, that's you. You're the bad guy, MJ. Fucker. Scared the piss out of me. Stupid ads. I can't stop it. Why can't I hit a single shot? Oh, brother. Silk Song? Oh, are you playing Silk Song at Miras? Is anybody in this chat actually playing Silk Song, or are you just reading about Silk Song? Look, all I'm trying to say is I'm just reading about Silksong, but I'm trying not to read too much. Because don't worry, bros. $40. Is it okay? Is it okay? Mira, as the Silksong actual player, can you talk to me about? Okay, well this guy is either that's a glitch or he's cheating. Is it actually good? I assume it's good, but like, is it as good as Hollow Knight? Like, did it live up to expectations, or were the expectations set so obscenely high it could never possibly live up to expectations? Did it live up to your expectations? When you play through it, are you like, man, this is hitting my, it's better than, okay, so you're playing it and you're like, I like this game. This is what I expected from, is it a worthy successor to Hollow Knight? I think is the question. Is it a worthy successor to Hollow Knight? And what I'm hearing is that the answer is like hella yes. Got 2 kills in the smoke. It's 5 times harder though. Okay. Interesting. Hollow Knight deadass the tutorial of Silksong. So basically what you're saying is that when I eventually play through Hollow Knight and then Silksong right after, it's actually the goated move. It's actually the goated move. I'm going to play through Hollow Knight. I'm going to pick up Silksong and it's going to be like the perfect... Oh, hell yeah. We'd love to see it. Is it harder in a good way, though? Because I feel like some difficulty can be super cheese and it can feel super unfair. Is it like a fun difficulty or is it like a super like annoying where it's like that shit is bullshit? You fight the sun? Well, I mean, they gotta have harder bosses than the sun. I don't know. I'm asking very deep questions about Silksong, Miraz. You don't have to answer. I don't know if you even finished with the game. I don't know how much of the game there is to... How much even is in there? There's probably like a million things. I mean, all these indie games have like a million different fucking side quests and shit, so... It took me like how long to complete all of what Celeste had to offer? Like how long is it going to take me to complete Hollow Knight? And then like after Hollow Knight, it's like, oh, Silksong time. So the majority of it is like sick. Damn. I suck so much. I do not understand. Sometimes I'm sick on pistol round. Sometimes I can't hit a fucking broadside of a barn. Me and Pine P90. I forget how dog shit this map is. No! Fuck! The one time I needed to get a kill and I can't aim good because I'm so... The sensitivity is so fucked. Ah! Bro, I killed 3 people in the fucking goat corner. And then I can't get the kill I need. Ah, just shoot me in the fucking skull and... Dude, my aim is so fucked because this sensitivity is so weird, bro. I don't know what's wrong with my sense. It's like too high and too low at the same time. I don't know what to tell you. I hate this. I don't want to play this Minecraft anymore. I don't want to play on fucking 1.8 anymore. This shit sucks. Get me out of here. Sorry, I'm doing a test. Maybe I shouldn't need a... Damn. Fuck you, I guess. My dog just threw up. Shout out to your dog, I guess. They actually planted the bomb? No way. Gotta join the bomb defense squad, I guess. Shout out to your dog and his family. Shout out to my barber. I mean, I gotta get a haircut tomorrow, I think, because my hair's too long and it's getting annoying. That's when I decide to get a haircut, by the way. Whenever my hair gets too annoying, that's when I get a haircut. And my hair is getting too annoying, so I need to get a haircut soon. It's constantly getting my eyes and shit. We got this. We can win this, guys. If we believe in each other and ourselves, we can do anything. Just let them walk into you. It works every time. Infallible strategy, I guess. Spam down chokes as hard as you can. It just works. What is my bomb carrier doing? Can we plant the fuck ass bomb? No! I got a headshot! He's low! He's low! I got him! He's low! I doinked him, bro! Ah, let's go! We've got Screet WJ4 in our fucking lobby. Let's fucking go! He's carrying. He's carrying. The biggest win of my career is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. The comeback. We're gonna defeat Usly. We're gonna finally defeat Usly, bro. We will rid this world of evil, I guess. Oh my god, somebody's got grenade spots. Somebody's got lineups, bro. It's fucked. Ah! Bro, I tried to shoot him before he backstabbed everybody. My aim was so dog water, I couldn't even do that. Bro, that nade lineup was crazy. Just trickled over and then it blew. It's like, oh my god, I'm not like him. Perfectly timed grenade. It's fucked, bro. We got so cooked on the pistol round, it's not even funny. I'm going positive, though, so I'm doing my part. Well, instead of trickling over, it trickled down. Dude, that's what I've been saying. Why haven't we done something like that, though? Like, for real. Like, that shit just sounds like it works, right? It's like that's how water works, dude. It's like, that makes sense. Like, what if our money... Like, money's like water, right? It's just like it trickles down, dude. Money's like water, it trickles down. That's actually such a fire, dude. That's such a fire quote. That's a hard-ass quote, bro. Oh, shit. They came from the back, bro. I just gotta camp this fucking window or something. I don't know. Camp the window. We gotta stop them from getting into that room, because once they get into that room, it's fucking cooked. Gotta, like, guard right here or something. I don't know. Something absurd. They are just running over us with their big fucking train. Flashbang. Yeah, that'll totally work, guys. Billionaires are so generous. They've been generous for, like, a hot minute now, but people aren't realizing that shit until, like, now, so... No, he's so, dude. Dude, I should have pre-fired way sooner, bro. He comes with the craziest pre-fire, and I'm just doinked. Dude, how many ads am I gonna fucking get? I'm crashing the fuck out. Holy shit, I need a new ad blocker. I'm actually selling, though. Like, without you, we'd be winning. Yeah, man. It's actually on me. Not... It's definitely not USLE. It's definitely not Usly going fucking... $19-3, dude. It's not that he hasn't died a single time this half. Ah! I needed that kill, actually. I actually choked. Major choke. Hold on. I'm not going to screen sheet, but I want to so bad. It is about me. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for fucking... Thank you for saying it. Somebody had to, but yeah, it is about me, true? No. Oh, it's a 1v1. Oh, and it's MJ. Oh, and he's low. Oh, it might be cooked. MJ for the fucking clutch in the game. A clutch I could have prevented if I was not dog shit. Looking, watching, waiting. This other person probably has to get the bomb. Where are they going to plant? I'm not saying anything. No! It's cooked! MJ got seen. Did they mourn your retirement? Well, I don't know if most people know that I'm not going to be playing anymore, but a lot of people were saying very nice things about me. Basically, I was the only good thing out of that entire Rimouski team. I'm like the only good thing that came out of it, or the one thing that people liked in that entire Rimouski franchise. The only thing that people liked. Everybody else hated. They hated. They don't like Bug. They think they were calling B4 Beef 4 on the podcast on the cast because he talked so much shit. They were calling him Beef 4, which was hilarious, by the way. And then McChicken is cool, and then Carson A.O. is cool. But yeah. Yeah, Rimouski was a bit of a... And nobody likes Fish Kizzy, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunate. It's not shocking. My opinion on Fish Kizzy dramatically soured when he asked for the game to be played at his specific time, and then he dipped the moment that it was played. He didn't show up to the game that he asked for. So definitely, my opinion on him is soured. Damn, MJ just takes my fucking head off. Well, it takes my body off, but you know. You get the idea. I still got my kill though, so we're doing okay. MJ's gonna find a kill. MJ shooting down, trying to find Usly. Oh, A Jussie finds Usly, and suddenly the double attack from both sides. He gets sandwiched. Some people would pay for that. They mourning the wrong person? That's what I'm saying, bro. Everybody's... Do you know how crazy it is? Do you know that, like, some fucking gunman gunned down some, like, senator? And nobody gives a shit about it? But no, everybody wants to talk about good old Charlie. Acting like he was, like, a fucking universally beloved figure or something. I think it was some like Minnesota senator, some like crazy right person, some like alt-right gunman just fucking gunned him down. Oh, I did not have the gun for that duel. Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, Minnesota. Let's see. Let me look this up. Yeah, Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman was assassinated in a shooting at her home. Yeah. And, I mean, all the White House can talk about, you know. Not even the news. Not even the news. Like talk about the news all you want. The news follows what's popular, okay? News is going to talk about what gets them viewers, and the news is going to talk about Charlie. But the fact that the White House has not made like a strong statement about this, but they're going to hold like they're going to hold flags at half-mast for fucking Charlie fuck-ass Kirk. That's crazy. Charlie fuck-ass Kirk gets flags at half-mast, but this fucking senator gets a fucking pat on the back and a goddamn Slim Jim. This is why, all right? This is why I will parrot some Destiny propaganda to you guys, okay? Do not give them an inch, okay? Do not feel shame towards Republicans, okay? Don't feel sad about them, okay? Do not buy the bait, all right? Until Donald Trump makes a statement asking for less violence in this country, don't say shit, all right? Don't condemn any violence. Don't do anything. Don't condemn anything. That's what I'm telling you right now. Don't give an inch, all right? Do not condemn violence until they condemn violence, okay? And every time if somebody make statements that says, I will condemn violence once Republicans do that, those are the statements you should be making. Online, politically, all that shit. Those are the statements you should be making, okay? Not I condemn violence. It is I will condemn violence when the Republican lawmakers condemn violence. Those are the statements you should be making. Okay? Condemn violence when other people do. These fuck ass ads. I need to get a better ad blocker. Okay. That's my rant over. That's my little piece of propaganda from me to you, okay? That's my little piece of propaganda. So if you want to become propagandized, you know, listen to good old sheep. Don't fucking condemn violence until they do. Do not condemn violence until they do. Force them to condemn. Always put it on them. Always put it on Republicans. Did I get a single one of those kills? Sheep the next Destiny? No. No. Don't say that. Look, I am much less fucking brain broken than Destiny is, okay? I am not, dude. To be fair, alright? If I was in Destiny's position, I might also be a little bit cynical. After spending the last, like, 6 years of my life debating the stupidest motherfuckers on God's green earth, bro. I've seen what Destiny looks like when he's polite and respectful and understanding, and he still has to debate the same fucking idiots, and he has to act like he is, like, respectful towards their position, okay? Don't worry. Look, I'm just saying I think Republicans are a fucking... I think the mainstream Republican Party is a scourge on this country. And they've been acting like they are a scourge. I think when we have meaningful policy disagreement, I think something good comes of it. I think when Republican lawmakers refuse to denounce violence and instead ask for more, I think that's inherently a bad thing. I don't care if you hate immigration. I don't care if... I would much rather have arguments about whether we should allow immigrants into our country or not. No matter how stupid that debate might be, I'd much rather have a conversation about whether we should allow immigrants into our country. I think that fucking, like ethno-state arguments are more productive than having debates about disavowing violence or disavowing political violence, and I'm not kidding. It would be better for our overall political system if we were having more ethno-state arguments and less people should condemn political violence arguments. And that's not a crazy thing to say. That should not be a hot take. Political violence is like the worst thing that could happen. It's so much worse than like having to deal with a bunch of like idiot, like far right Nazis people about like we only like white people or whatever, right? I don't care if you have like fucking like if you're trying to hide your racism behind policy, okay? Whatever. Damn. I think political violence is like so bad. It's so bad to have this constant political violence. When both sides hate each other so much that they cannot talk, the death of the country is imminent, okay? This is how democracy fails. These arguments, the fact that we have an entire political side that will not disavow terrible rhetoric. This is what is killing our democracy. Thank you. Good night. That's right, I said it. This is the end of democracy as we know it. Prepare for civil war, ladies and gentlemen. The end of democracy as we know it is coming. It'll be Civil War Part 2. It might be. You know what? And that's the thing. You know, I think a really good way that... Well, Destiny. The way that Destiny phrased this, it's like, it's a prisoner's dilemma. What's the worst outcome in a prisoner's dilemma? It's when you capitulate and the other person betrays you. That's the worst outcome in the prisoner's dilemma. I suck. It is not when both people fight each other. That is not the worst outcome. Civil war is not the worst outcome. Alright? Do not be fooled. Civil war is not the worst outcome. Hello, Blingus man. Alright, gamers, I think I'm going to call it a day, because I don't want to play another single game left, because my aim is so fucking wacko, because 1.8 is so wacko. I'm finished. Alright, it'll be Saturday. I think I'm just going to play some Roblox, unless somebody has some, like, crazy game they want me to play or something. Maybe I'll just play, like, some .io game or something crazy. Who knows? Maybe I'll get freaky with it. But I think it'll just be Roblox. Either way, I'll be back on Oh, I won't be back on Saturday, actually. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, no stream. Sorry, I just remembered. Yeah, no stream Saturday, Sunday. I'll be back on Tuesday. And Tuesday will probably be Red Ball. So Red Ball Arc is returning, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, get ready for that. Either way, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I've got to get out of here. I will talk to you gamers on Tuesday. Peace. Bye.